Joy Papaya Sun SPF 50. Joy beautiful by nature. Real fruits बाट बनेको real juice. त्यसैले त real juice real हुने. नयाँ Good Night Flash अरु liquid vaporizer भन्दा 2 गुना बढी प्रभावशाली. गोर्खा Eco Panel. मेरो घर गोर्खा Eco Panel को भर.
Proud to be associated with Kantipur News.
Government plans to end the current session of the Federal Parliament by the end of March without passing sufficient laws. 5 ordinance replacement bills prioritized and pre-budget discussions to be skipped. Consumer Court opens 9 years after the Constitution's promulgation and 6 years after law enacted. Chief Justice Prakash Man Singh Rauch says it will be easier for distressed consumers to receive justice. British Prime Minister Keir Starmer urges world leaders to keep up pressure on Russia. Call builds on a flurry of diplomacy between European and other Western countries to find ways to help Ukraine. And Church Boys United bags the title of 5th Mechinagar Gold Cup tournament. Host Kakarpita Football Training Center defeated by 1-0. Welcome back. The 5th session of the Federal Parliament is set to end without making sufficient progress on legislation. The government initially announced that the session, which began on 31st of January, would focus on lawmaking. A facilitation task force was formed by the ruling Congress and UML to support this effort. However, due to the government's ordinance, other bills could not be discussed. Despite delays in the winter session, the government has been unable to advance key bills and is now preparing to conclude the session by the end of March without holding pre-budget discussions. The Consultative Committee of the House of Representatives has prioritized passing the Ordinance Replacement Bill by the deadline of 28th of March. In the meantime, there will be a question and answer session with the Prime Minister and some bills are set to be sent for committee discussions. The Parliament is also preparing to conclude its session before the Speaker departs for an Inter-Parliamentary Union Conference in Uzbekistan on April 5th. The laws has been amended to allow pre-budget discussion in the House a month before the budget is presented, and efforts are being made to begin these discussions by 27th of April. As a result, the leaders of the ruling party have acknowledged that the law has not been enacted.
यो पाँचवटा विधेयक पारित गरिसकेका छौं नियमित कोर्समा रहेका विधेयकहरु पनि 3टा देखि 4टा हाउसबाट चाहिँ हामी कानुन निर्माणको तहमा पुर्याउँछौं भन्ने हामी विश्वास छौं त्यस हिसाबले विचार काम गर्छौं 5वटा प्रतिस्थापन विधेयक यो पारित गर्छौं अब यही हिसाबकै बाउन्ड्रीमा हामी काम गर्ने अवस्था छ समयको चापले गर्दा अलि धेरै अपेक्षा गरेको संख्यामा विधेयक पारित गर्ने तहमा पुग्न गाह्रो छ कि भन्ने चाहिँ हामीलाई देखिएको छ
Parliament is under pressure to pass the Ordinance Replacement Bill. The 5 Ordinance Replacement Bills introduced by the government must be approved by both houses of the Parliament before 31st of March and also endorsed by the President. In this regard, the Ordinance Amendment Bill is set to be passed by the House through a streamlined procedure without being discussed in committee.
हामीले प्रतिपक्षीय मत दर्ज गर्ने एउटा कुरा भयो हामीले त्यो राख्ने एउटा कुरा भयो तर फेरि सरकारको कामकारबारलाई अप्ठ्यारोमै पार्ने र त्यो त्यसको चाहिँ नि त्यसको वैधानिकता नै गुमाउन दिन चाहिँ त्यो हुँदैन भन्ने लाग्छ हामीले पुरा गरेका छौं संवादमा छौं मन्त्रीहरु सम्बन्धित मन्त्रीहरु नै संशोधनकर्ताहरुसँग बस्ने सम्मको कुरा भएपछि सहकार्य बनाइएको थियो.
When the session began, the government had announced plans to pass bills on federal civil service, school education, and the Commission for the Investigation of Abuse of Authority. However, the chances of passing any of these bills are now low. The pre-budget discussions intended to ensure genuine inclusion of all sectors in the budget preparation could not be held on time.
सुरुवातको क्षणमा चाहिँ जुन उत्साहका साथ हामी विधेयक पास गर्छौं भनेर अगाडि बढाएको थियौं त्यो उत्साह चाहिँ पुरा हुने देखिएन अब फेरि हामीलाई अर्को पनि दबाब चाहिँ केमा परिसक्यो भने सभामुख 22 गते सभामुख जाने विदेश र सभामुख जानु भन्दा अगाडि संसद बन्द गर्ने स्थिति हुन्छ सायद र त्यसपछि फर्केर आएपछि तत्कालै फेरि संसद बोलाइएन भने प्री बजेट छलफल चाहिँ गर्नुपर्ने हुन्छ त्यसपछि नीति तथा कार्यक्रममा जानुपर्ने हुन्छ यो सबै कुराले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ अब संसद बन्द गर्ने दबाब पनि त्यति नै पर्न जान्छ त्यसले गर्दाखेरि यो अधिवेशनबाट सोचे जस्तो विधेयक चाहिँ आउन सकेन.
Following criticism that necessary laws were not being enacted due to the inefficiency of Parliament, the Parliament Secretariat introduced the practice of creating a calendar to guide progress. However, legislative work has weakened as the House remains distracted by political issues.
For over 30 years, efforts have been made to promote consumer rights and ensure clean markets. But little progress has been made. Consumer fraud remains prevalent, and despite the establishment of a consumer court to address more efficiently, the agencies responsible are still slow in their actions. Furthermore, a comprehensive consumer awareness program has yet to be implemented.
The discussion on consumer rights has been ongoing for over 30 years, with the government observing World Consumer Rights Day annually. Despite these efforts, consumer fraud persists. However, the recent establishment of a consumer court is expected to help address issues related to the quality of goods and services. Chief Justice Prakashman Singh Raut highlighted that this court will introduce consumer jurisprudence in Nepal.
गुणस्तरीय यही सेवा र वस्तुको प्रयोगबाट पीडित पक्ष हुन सक्दछ। यस्तोमा सन्तुलित न्याय गर्ने कुरा यस अदालतको विशेष जिम्मेदारीमा पर्ने अवस्था रहन्छ। तसर्थ यहाँहरूलाई प्रारम्भमा विश्वास गर्दै स्थापित हुनुपर्ने जिम्मेदारी पनि छ। यहाँहरूकै कार्य सम्पादनबाट आगामी दिनमा उपभोक्ता अदालतहरू थप विस्तार हुँदै जाने सम्भावना रहन्छ र यो दैनिक व्यावहारिक जनजीवनसँग जोडिने आम सर्वसाधारणको अदालतको रूपमा पनि रहन सक्दछ।
The government has set up a special consumer court to handle consumer-related cases, with Ram Prasad Sharma as the chairperson and Gehendra Regmi and Anand Pokhrel as members. While Nepal has established its consumer court 3.5 decades after neighboring India, the role of regulatory agencies as well as provincial and local authorities in ensuring broader consumer rights remains limited.
उपभोक्ता सचेतना अझै हुनुपर्ने अवस्था छ। एउटा प्रदेश स्तरमा प्रदेशले कुनै पनि प्रदेशले यो उपभोक्ता संरक्षण ऐन जारी गरेका छैनन्, जबकि उनीहरूको सङ्घ प्रदेश तथा स्थानीय तह अन्तर सम्बन्ध ऐनको तहतबाट प्रत्येक प्रदेशले एकवटा ऐन चाहिँ जारी गर्नुपर्छ। त्यो भएको छैन। अनि अर्को यो सबै स्थानीय तहले स्थानीय बजार व्यवस्थापन तथा उपभोक्ता संरक्षण ऐन चाहिँ बनाउनु पर्ने हो। त्यो अहिले पनि भएको छैन।
आज उपभोक्ता अदालत गठन भएपछि सबै कुरा ठिक छ भनेर भन्न सकिने अवस्था छ र छैन। कारण यो पनि हो कि हामी उपभोक्ता पनि सचेत छैनौँ। जसले उजुरी गर्नुपर्छ यो अदालतमा आएर त्यसले उजुरी कसरी गर्ने पनि थाहा छैन।
वास्तवमै उपभोक्ता अदालत चाहिँ उपभोक्ताको अदालत हो भन्ने किसिमको भान पार्नको निमित्त वस्तु र सेवा क्षेत्रमा पीडित भएका सबै नुनदेखि सुनसम्म हलोदेखि हाइड्रोसम्मका मुद्दाहरूलाई एड्रेस गर्यो भने यो अदालत स्थापनाको सार्थकता पाउन सक्छ। होइन भने हामीले संविधानमा मौलिक हकको कुरा गरियो, छुट्टै विभागको कुरा गरियो, कानुनको कुरा गरियो, नीति नियम मापदण्डका कुरा गरियो, तर प्राप्त गर्न सकियो त सकेनन्। त्यसकारणले वास्तवमै लक्षित वर्गलाई चाहिँ सेवा जारी गरेर दृढ इच्छाशक्ति अघि बढ्यो भने प्राप्त गर्न सकिन्छ, होइन भने सकिँदैन।
Consumers often report being cheated on goods and services, yet fraud persists due to weak laws. The government continues to assert that the market is secure and well-regulated through its agency's monitoring efforts. However, the agency responsible for market regulation and handling consumer cases in court remains ineffective.
संघीय विभागीय निकायहरूले विषयगत अनुगमन ध्यान केन्द्रित गरेका छन् भने वाणिज्य आपूर्ति तथा उपभोक्ता संरक्षण विभागले अन्तर विषयगत क्षेत्रमा हस्तक्षेप कार्य अनुगमन गरिरहेको छ।
In addition to issues related to goods and services, the challenges surrounding digital rights are also growing in the evolving global landscape. Attorney General Ramesh Badal emphasized that these concerns should also be addressed by the Consumer Court.
यहाँबाट ChatGPT लाई सर्च गर्दै थिए। यो आज 2025 को चाहिँ उपभोक्ता विश्व उपभोक्ता दिवस यसको चाहिँ मेन इस्युहरु चाहिँ के रहेछ भनेर भन्दाखेरि आजको सबभन्दा ठूलो इस्यु चाहिँ डिजिटल कन्ज्युमरहरुको चाहिँ राइटको भायोलेसन चाहिँ सबभन्दा ठूलो विषयवस्तु रहेछ। डिजिटल कन्ज्युमर अब त्यो विषय हाम्रो यो अदालतको परिधिभित्र आइपुग्छ त।
With the establishment of the Consumer Court, it is now essential for the government to focus on raising consumer awareness and improving access to justice regarding goods and services.
In our Public Voice segment today, we have asked in several provinces how aware are they about consumer rights. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
कहिलेकाहीँ मात्र सामान किन्छु डेटहरु प्राय हेरेर किनिन्छ
मूल्य सूची हेर्ने त्यसको के अरे चाहिँ अनि पसलको मूल्य सूची हेर्ने कम्तीमा पनि एक्सपायरी डेट हेर्न चाहिँ म गर्छु
खानेकुरा भनेको आफ्नो जीवनसँग सम्बन्धित कुरा भयो है त्यसले गर्दाखेरि त्यसको चाहिँ अवधि कति छ उत्पादन कहिले भयो कहिलेसम्म छ यसको अवधि भन्ने कुराहरुमा म सचेत छु
नापतौल तथा गुणस्तर विभाग भन्ने चाहिँ जिल्ला जिल्लामा हुनुपर्छ जसले चाहिँ हरेक सामानको नापतौल र गुणस्तर चाहिँ निरन्तर परीक्षण गर्नुपर्छ
डेटहरु के कसो भएको छ पहिला कुरा त्यो हेर्छु त्यसपछि मात्रै त्यस्ता सामानहरु चाहिँ मैले खरिद गर्छु
डेट गएको थाहा हुँदैन हामीहरुलाई त्यति पनि अब ठकिराखेका छौं
सम्बन्धित राज्यका निकायले चाहिँ त्यसलाई चाहिँ सशक्त रूपमा चाहिँ नियन्त्रण गर्न सक्यो भने चाहिँ हामी मारमा पर्दैनौं
भोलि विश्वास त्यो सबै मिसेकै हुन्छ त्यो नमिसेको केही पनि हुँदैन कतिपय डेटहरु गएका हुन्छ
पिठोहरु ल्याउँदाखेरि हेरेर ल्याएन नि त्यहाँ ड्यामेजै भएको हुँदो रहेछ
गुणस्तरीय छ डेट एक्सपायर भएको छ छैन कहिले आएको त्यो सम्पूर्ण चीजहरु हेरेर मात्रै सामान किन्ने गरेछ
मलाई अलि हतार भयो भने जे पायो त्यही दिन्छ
तर के छ नेपालमा त नै उपभोक्ताहरु संगठित छैनन् त्यसले गर्दाखेरि अन्यायमा परेका छन्
हामीले आवश्यक सामग्रीहरु सहज रूपमा पाउन नसकेका हुनाले हामीले सहज रूपमा प्राप्त गर्न नसकिने हुनाले पनि यो अधिकार हामीले त्यति प्रयोग गर्न सकेका छैनौं
Welcome back. It is time for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
But before that, let's take a look at yesterday's poll. Yesterday, we had asked you, what do you think of the situation where players sometimes have no matches to play and other times are overloaded with matches? 74% voted for A, poorly organized calendar, 20% voted for B, mismanagement of clubs, and 6% voted for C, players compelled to play. Now, here's today's question. Why hasn't the government designated a protest site? Your options are A, to discourage protest, B, lack of democratic practices, or C, no appropriate location. The voting is on. Type NUWS, select your option A, B, or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. It is time for international news. British Prime Minister Keir Starmer said European nations and Western allies were stepping up preparations to support Ukraine in the event a peace deal was struck with Russia, with defense chiefs to firm up robust plans next week. Starmer hosted a virtual meeting to win support from allies to increase pressure on Russian President Vladimir Putin to accept a ceasefire deal being pushed by US President Donald Trump and to gather commitments to help secure any agreement, something Trump has made clear he expects Europe to take on.
Good afternoon. This morning I convened the largest, strongest group of countries yet behind a just and lasting peace in Ukraine. We agreed we will keep increasing the pressure on Russia, keep the military aid flowing to Ukraine, and keep tightening the restrictions on Russia's economy to weaken Putin's war machine and bring him to the table. Our militaries will meet on Thursday this week here in the United Kingdom to put strong and robust plans in place to swing in behind a peace deal and guarantee Ukraine's future security. President Trump has offered Putin the way forward to a lasting peace. Now we must make this a reality. So this is the moment to keep driving towards the outcome that we want to see, to end the killing, a just and lasting peace in Ukraine, and lasting security for all of us. That is why now is the time to engage in discussion on a mechanism to manage and monitor a full ceasefire, and agree to serious negotiations towards not just a pause, but a lasting peace, backed by strong security arrangements through our coalition of the willing. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said that the question of territory in Ukraine's war with Russia was complicated and should be discussed in detail at a later date. He made the remark during a press briefing in Kyiv, where he said Ukraine would never recognize occupied territory as Russian and that he wasn't aware of what exactly US and Russian officials discussed during recent talks in Moscow. British Prime Minister Keir Starmer said European nations and Western allies were stepping up preparations to support Ukraine in the event a peace deal was struck with Russia, with defense chiefs to firm up robust plans next week. It is time for Sports Update.
Sports News.
Church Boys United has won the title of the 5th Mechinagar Gold Cup, defeating host team Kakarbhitta Football Training Centre by 1-0. This is the 4th title of the season for the Church Boys, who have won Jhapa, Fagundana and Bagmati Gold Cup titles earlier. However, this is the first title of Mechinagar Gold Cup for the team. Samir Tamang scored in the 11th minute of the match. Church Boys received 1 million Nepali rupees as cash prize, while runner-up Kakarbhitta settled for 500,000 Nepali rupees. Khamir Gilson of Kakarbhitta was adjudged the best player of the tournament and bagged 51,000 Nepali rupees. Kakarbhitta's Divas Urao became the best defender, while Takendra Thapa of Church Boys was adjudged the best goalkeeper. Likewise, Suman Shrestha of Church Boys was adjudged the best coach. Each of them received 21,000 rupees each. Parsu Rai of Kakarbhitta won the emerging player title and received 15,000 Nepali rupees. Now, Namabuddha Football Club Saptari defeated Mashindra Football Club to win the 5th Pachthar Gold Cup Fidim Pachthar. Namabuddha defeated Mashindra Football Club 1-0 in the final match held at Fidim Secondary School ground today. Saptari's Alex scored a goal in the 72nd minute and gained lead for the team. With this win, Saptari received a cash prize of 1,101,111 Nepali rupees along with a trophy medal and a certificate. Runner-up Mashindra bagged 555,555 Nepali rupees. Nirmal Siring of Saptari was adjudged man of the match in the final, while Dipesh Chamling of Saptari was declared man of the tournament. He received 15,000 rupees in cash. That is all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Good night.